Alright, so in this podcast, I'm going to further define communication by picking up where I left off with John Dewey. So Dewey says, language turns events into objects, things with meaning. So the world doesn't already come divided into things and events. We use language to divide the world into things, and we give those things meaning. Alright, so just as a pig doesn't come to us chopped up, right, we have to chop it up. In the same way, it doesn't come with meaning. We have to give the pig meaning. For example, is the head food or is the belly food? It depends on who you ask. So what I want to focus on here is the idea that we live in a world of meaning. Alright? So Lee Thayer said it best. He said, we don't live in the world of people, things, and events. We live in a virtual world of the meanings of those people, things, and events. So for example, what does the word water sound like? The word water, what does it sound like? Because when I say the word water to you, you don't hear the sound of the word water. You attend directly to its meaning, alright? This is a pretty crazy idea, but it's pretty fun. So, a little exercise. Pick a word, any word. It could be the word water, it could be your name. And I want you to say the word out loud again and again and again. And you're probably going to have to say it about 50 times. But what you'll notice is that eventually the word will no longer have any meaning and you'll be able to hear the sound of the word. Alright, so pick a word. And I want you to pause this podcast. I want you to say it out loud about 50 times. Okay? Go. Alright, so it's kind of weird, right? It's almost as if the word sounds like a word in a different language. You know, like when you listen to people who are speaking a language that's different from yours. Like you listen to someone speak French or Spanish, right? You can tell it's French or you can tell it's Spanish, but it's still just a bunch of sounds, right? But the people speaking those languages, I mean, they have no idea what Spanish sounds like, right? Like how you can pick out, like, oh, they're speaking Spanish, right? But in that same way, you don't know what English sounds like, and you'll never know what it sounds like, because when someone speaks English to you, you don't hear the sounds, you attend directly to the meaning. Alright? So the point is, you don't experience the world, right? You don't experience the sound. You only experience meaning. Alright? So another way to say it is, you interpret your world. So it isn't as if you see the frog, and then you interpret it as a frog, right? What you see is already an interpretation. You can't see the frog in exactly the same way as you can't hear the sound water. All you see is the meaning that you've given to the frog. So you create the particular meanings of your particular world. So what's really important here is the idea that, you know, meanings aren't out there in the world somewhere, okay? Meanings are all up here. All right? I realize this is all very, very theoretical, and it begs the question, you know, so what? You know, why know this at all? Well, most communication, most so-called communicational problems can simply be avoided by just having a proper understanding of communication. And that's what I'm trying to give you here. So on class on Thursday, I'm going to go over some of the problems and how by having this view of communication, they can just be completely avoided. Okay, thanks.